Hey guys, I'm Christy from BlingeeThingee on Etsy, and today I'm going to be showing you how to apply press-on nails. And in our Etsy shop, we carry a large variety of press-on nails. Those can be found in the nails press-on section in our shop, and a lot of our sets are 50% off. So I'm going to be working with this set today, just a really pretty French tip set, and this comes with 24 different nails in different sizes. And so one of the first things that I do is I just kind of go through here and pick out the best sizes for my fingernails. Now also in a lot of the kits, they'll come with sticky tabs. I personally am not a big fan of the sticky tabs, only if I'm going to be wearing nails for about a day. And that's normally not the case with me. I like for my nails to last a couple of weeks. So I'm going to be using this semi-solid nail glue, and this stuff will last on me 2 weeks or more. So I really love this glue, and we have this also in our shop. And then a lot of the kits too will come with a nail file. But what I do is I just kind of go through and I start figuring out and laying out my nails, the ones that I'm going to be applying, the ones that best fit my nails. Now I'm going to show you here. I'm going to start with my thumb. And so when you're sizing them, you just want to find something that's going from one side of your nail bed to the other. And so I'm kind of happy with that size. So what I'm going to do is now I want to find the other nail that's for my right hand that is the same size. And then I just kind of check that out. And then once I've found that, now I'm going to lay everything going on my left hand. I'll just lay that out over here. And then I'll lay out over here everything that's going to go on my right hand. And that's just how I do it, how I just keep everything organized. So now I'm going to move to my point finger. And so what you want to do here, let me just show you real quick. So when you're picking out your nails and you're sizing them, see how this one's just not big enough. See how much nail is left, like over here? And then, so you want to find something that's really fitting your nails nicely, but not too big, because you don't want them to look all wonky and weird. So just want to find something that's just going to fit right on that nail just perfectly. I like that size. See how that just goes from one side to the other. Perfect. And so now I'm going to find the other nail that is the same size, so that I have one for my left hand and one for my right hand. And then I normally just will try them on too, just to kind of make sure that that is the right size. I feel like maybe this one over here is a little bit bigger. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right, so now I'm going to lay these out over here. Just get them all lined out. Now I'm going to go to my middle finger and try to find the best size for that. Just want to show you guys, I've got my left hand laid out over here, and then I've got my right hand laid out over here. And you guys, I apologize, I could not find my phone stand today, so I'm just using a cup. But so the next thing you want to do is you want to push back your cuticles. You can either use a tool like this, or you can just use your fingernail and just push your cuticles back really good. Okay, now after you've gotten your cuticles and stuff pushed back, now what we do is just get like a little nail file, and you just kind of want to buff up the top of your nails. You don't have to go super crazy with it, but you do want to kind of scuff them up a little bit, and that's going to help the nails to adhere, the press-on nails adhere to your regular nail. And so you just scuff them up. Okay, now after you have them kind of looking a little bit like that, just kind of scuffed up, one of the things that I like to do is I like to cut my nails really short before I put the press-ons on. You don't have to trim your nails. A lot of people will just put them on over like longer, their real nails, but my nails are like paper thin, and I've just found that when I get ready to remove the nails, I just prefer it if my real nails are just super short. So before I put them on, I just trim them down just as short as I can get them. And then I've noticed too, when you go to remove your nails, if you have a grow out and your original nails are just really thin, it can like cause them to tear. And so I just like to just trim them down. Okay, and then the next thing that we're going to do, most of mine are like really short already, but I'll just finish trimming this off real quick. And then after I've done that, what I like to do is I want to just kind of dehydrate this nail. And I'm going to do that by just taking some rubbing alcohol, putting it on a cotton ball, or you can take like an alcohol pad or something like that. And you just want to wipe your nails off because you want to just kind of dehydrate them, and you don't want any of like your natural oil and stuff on there. And one thing I've noticed too, a lot of people just naturally have more like oil on their nails. My daughter is one of those people, and her nails just will not last that long. Even like getting acrylics at the nail salon, hers have a tendency to go off quicker than most people. So you really just want to kind of dehydrate and get all that natural oil off your nails so that your press-on nails can really adhere nice. And then after you've done that, then what I like to do is I like to apply a strong nail base coat because my natural nails are so thin. I just feel like it provides a little bit of a protective barrier in between your nail and the press-on nails and the glue. So I used this one. I got this at Walgreens. I think it was like 10 bucks or something. It's just the, I think you say it SE. I'm not sure. It's the Strong Start base coat. And what I do is I just go ahead and put one coat on each of my nails. But you can definitely skip this step if you want. But if you want to really protect your original nail, then I do recommend a base coat on top of your nails. Okay, so I have applied the Strong Nail Base Coat. Like I said, you can definitely skip that step if you want to, but if you want to protect your real nails, I do recommend a base coat. Now what I'm going to be using is this semi-solid nail glue. This stuff is really amazing, and you only need a really tiny amount. Now, I want to tell you right now, I'm right-handed. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start on my right hand, and I'm going to do the pinky, the ring finger, and the middle finger. And then I'm going to come over to this hand, and I'm going to just do the same thing. I have found keeping these two fingers right here on both hands free until the end is the easiest way to put them on, especially if you're working with longer nails. It just makes it easier. So I want to kind of show you, I hope it's not too blurry, but I'll just kind of show you the amount of glue that I use. And I just put it directly on my nail. I put about that much right there. Can you guys see that? Not too much, not too little. And now I'm going to come over here to my nails that I already have laid out. And then I just kind of put it down towards that cuticle. Then I'm going to lay it down, make sure that it's straight, and then I'm going to press and hold for about 30 seconds. And I will actually just count 30 seconds in my head just to kind of make sure that that nail has adhered. And so after 30 seconds, then I just let it go. And I mean, look how pretty that looks and how natural that looks. So then I just go around and I do each one of my fingers. And I just put, I'm going to show you again, about that much nail glue on. Grab the nail that I already have laid out over here. I kind of start down there towards the cuticle. I want to make sure it's straight. And then after I see that it's straight, then I'm just going to press down for 30 seconds and hold. And then I'm just going to do the rest of the nails just like that. If you're like putting your nails on too and you see that a little bit of glue kind of comes up there, you can just wipe that off. And then we'll put this last one on. Okay, you guys, look at that. I just feel like this is such a pretty set, just really, really natural looking, and a fraction of the price if you were to go in and have a set done in the salon. And I feel like in this economy, press-on nails are just the most affordable way to keep your nails looking good without having to pay all those high prices. Now, what I do after I put my nails on, now one thing I realize is that I feel like when you put a top coat on top of these, it just really makes them stay looking nice a lot longer, because sometimes, like if you have something like the white or some kind of design or whatever on the nail, if you don't have a top coat on there, it has a tendency to scratch off. And so even though, you know, your nail glue may hold your nails on for a while, if your designs are getting scratched off the top, then, you know, they're not going to look nice for the full 2 weeks. So what I like to do is I'll just take any old kind of top coat. This is just a Sally Hansen top coat. You can also get like a gel top coat and then sit under a UV lamp. But I'll just take and just put a nice top coat on, and then that's it, you guys. You just put that top coat on, let that dry, and then you're good to go. Okay, the top coat has dried, and there you go. This is the finished result, and I love them. I think they turned out really, really nice. I've always been a fan of the French tip, and I just feel like these look really, really natural, and they're super affordable and very easy to put on. So, you guys, if you're watching this on my YouTube, I'll be sure to leave the links for these, the link to my shop, to these nails, and to this particular glue that I'm using, because it really is awesome. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching.